Hello everybody! As you know, thousands of people every day use the services of different airlines to fly thousands of miles through the air. These companies offer services for all kinds of people, depending on the money they're willing to pay, so everyone can have what he or she wants. Nonetheless, people aren't usually aware of the difficulties that the crew members and the people working on a plane can face. Many don't even know the effort that it takes putting a plane in the air. An aircraft is like a little planet, with its order, its peculiarities, its difficulties, and its happy moments. There are many interesting facts about airplanes, and people usually don't know about them, but we're going to uncover some of those secrets and tell you about the things that happen on board a plane. So, let's get it on. SMS. So, if you've ever been on a plane, you probably know that there's a certain logic behind the prohibition to use cell phones on board. They can interfere with the equipment used by the pilots, making it hard for them to speak with traffic control, and in the end, all this could end tragically. However, many have seen flight attendants asking people to turn off their cell phones and electronic devices, and then going to the back of the plane and writing messages to their lovers. Can you believe it? Many pilots are sure that turning off the phones on board is useless because they can't really cause a crash. Actually, it's just the beeps and the phone sounds that really annoy the crew members in the air. Sad but true, right mates? Water. So, let's talk airplane food, shall we? We don't recommend you drinking water on the plane if the flight attendant doesn't open a bottle in front of your eyes. Water might come from a bad place, and it might not be suitable to drink and might be harmful to you. And don't expect to drink good coffee on a plane either. Such luxury can only be found on private jets. On board, there is a big coffee barrel to supply coffee to everyone on the plane. It's not high quality coffee and there's no other choice, given that there's simply no other coffee on board. Sometimes when the food trolley reaches the end of the aisle, there's almost no food left. So you either take one of the remaining dishes or stay hungry for the rest of the flight. So we recommend ordering a different food beforehand, at the moment of purchasing the tickets. By that way, the pilots are the first people on the plane to eat, and the meal has to be different for each pilot, to avoid the risk of all the crew getting food sick. Blankets, headphones, and food trays. When you're on a plane, you probably like to cover yourself with a blanket and place your head on top of one of those little comfy pillows. But did you know that most blankets remain unwashed, and airlines simply shake them up and place them in new bags? By the way, have you ever spilt nuts on the tray and then eaten them? Or maybe you've slept with your head on the tray, dreaming of blue skies and rainbows. In that case, you've probably been in contact with child's urine. Honest crew members believe that they should be called dirty diaper trays instead of food trays. Yeah, flight attendants have never seen someone washing those. And here's another interesting fact. The headphones you receive in the plane are not new, despite the fact that they come in a little plastic bag. Between flights, they get slightly cleaned and then packed up again. Enjoy your flight, as they say. Travel bonus. So now we have some life hacks to save some money and have a better onboard experience. Sometimes plane tickets are incredibly expensive, and that drives some people mad. But one flight attendant revealed to us in confidence that the best days to buy a plane ticket are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, on the second half of the day. Now you know too. You should also know that you can ask for a full glass of your favorite drink instead of those tiny cups full of ice they usually give. Keep it in mind. Flight attendants also revealed that they have a list of all of the passengers, and they know who each person is and if they fly frequently with that company. That way they can act as if they remember you. Also, the cabin crew can't openly treat better a colleague, a friend, or a family member on board. Nevertheless, you can notice it. Flight attendants can be very rude to some people and be running every 5 minutes to someone's seat. Broken plane. Pilots and crew members can't talk about this, but we can. It turns out that a plane can be missing a lot of things and still be able to fly. And no, we're not talking about left phalanges. There is a whole list of what is known as Master Minimum Equipment List, or MMEL for short. This is a categorized list of onboard systems, instruments, and equipment that may be inoperative for a flight, while at the same time the plane can travel with no problems. Can you imagine that? But it's actually not as bad as it sounds. There are some limits and regulations that change according to the equipment that is inoperative. For example, if some of the navigation lights of the planes are broken, then the plane can only be used by day. By the way, do you have any flight stories to share or anything related to what we've said today? If so, tell us in the comments. Amazing gadgets, upcoming technologies, incredible inventions, and other cool stuff related to high tech on TechZone. Subscribe, you won't regret it. The link is on the screen and in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.